Did you know that 80% of the products put out by large companies every year fail? If this is true for the largest of the companies in the world, what is true of the small and mid-sized businesses? I went looking for the causes of failure in businesses that earn $10 million or less per year. Now, this includes not just the independent small business owners like coaches and dental practices, but also includes the branches of larger companies like hotels or restaurants or retail outlets. So if your business earns less than $10 million, this might be important to you. I found that there are 5 reasons why leaders fail at such an alarming rate. And if you want to know why, stay tuned because I'm going to explain why. Hi, I'm Tony Bodo. I'm the #1 best-selling co-author of The Complete Experience. I spend my days studying human experience and then teaching others how they can improve their experiences as a leader and how they can improve their customers' experiences in their business. I've created the Brave Leadership Facebook group and the Brave Leadership Mastery Program to help leaders like you who are brave leaders. I've learned that being a brave leader isn't just about being a superhero. It's about having enough courage in the moment to make the decision that's required to change your life, your business, and maybe even the trajectory of human history. So in this quick lesson, I want to share with you the 5 big reasons that leaders fail in companies making less than $10 million a year. And they all come back to how the leader feels and thinks about creativity. Reason number 1. Owners and managers in these size businesses often have a very limited staff, so they end up doing much of the problem analysis and solving themselves. As a result, they apply their creativity where it's easiest to do so, within their comfort zone. They stay where it feels good to stay. Here is where they overdevelop. They create solutions that customers don't necessarily need. They waste resources, precious resources, by being too creative in one area. They want the rewards of the pleasant feelings, but that doesn't get them rewards in their pocketbook. The second thing that owners and managers of these $10 million or smaller businesses tend to do is that they tend to be limited in their resources and staffing, and so they don't apply creativity where it's hard. They feel it's unpleasant to do work in that area. It doesn't feel good to them. It's hard. It takes lots of effort. And so these areas tend to remain underdeveloped. Most leaders that don't have the emotional resilience or the training to handle unpleasant emotions that arise in the face of problems, or they arise outside of the comfort zone. And so when they don't have that type of training, they fail to invest where it's emotionally hard to do so. The third reason that leaders of these $10 million and smaller businesses tend to fail is that they apply their time, their energy, their resources to something that actually won't fix the system. There's something that's broken and they're not fixing in the right place. They keep busy and keep thinking about being creative, and they try to do what is creative because it feels good to be creative. But the result is that nothing improves. Often these investments actually lead to losses for the company because, again, they were trying to fix a problem in the wrong area. And if this is repeated for too often or for too long, the company will eventually fail. So without proper awareness of how their business operates as a system, how it generates profitability by turning ideas into services or products, they cannot long survive. The fourth reason that owners and managers in these small businesses, $10 million or less, they're too busy, or at least they convince themselves that they're too busy. They won't invest the time and they won't do the work of focusing or the work of daydreaming. Now, that sounds odd, but what the creativity research has found is that if we want to solve a problem in a new creative way, we have to both spend time focusing on solutions. We also have to daydream. We have to invest time in daydreaming because our new creative ideas actually come to us when we've pushed our mind beyond a certain point in the focusing effort, trying to solve a problem, and then we let go and we kind of daydream about what could be possible. So both are required for creative solutions to emerge, but when the leader doesn't think they have time or doesn't want to invest in that area, then they don't put sufficient attention and resources on solution building, and therefore it never comes to light. The creative solution never comes to light, and they don't develop sufficiently to make a difference. The fifth and final reason that owners and managers of these small businesses their belief system is what holds them back. They either believe that they are not creative, and so they don't even try to make progress. And most of the time, this relates back to something someone told them when they were young, that they were attempting to express their creativity and someone quashed that. They shoved it down. They said, "You're not creative." Or their mindset is that they don't believe they are a creative person. I'm sorry. Their mindset is that they are a creative person. They believe they're creative, but they believe they can't execute and bring their creative ideas to market. And this also goes back to how they feel about something that happened in their past where maybe they failed or maybe they told they couldn't do it. And so they have this belief system now in place that causes them to fail as they move forward. You see this a lot in creative businesses where there's a single entrepreneur working on bringing something creative to the surface, to the light, to the marketplace, but they just can't succeed because they don't believe they can execute. Now, I'm going to give you 3 solutions that I have found tends to work for all 5 of these problems. The first solution is that the owners and managers of these businesses have to build emotional resilience so that they can face the inevitable unpleasantness that comes with the creative process. This will raise their probability of success. The creative process is not always fun. It can be painful. It can be challenging. In fact, in the creation of the script for this, of the outline I'm using for this video, it took me several hours to craft it the way I want it to be. And then getting on here, I had 3 or 4 failed attempts before I got to this recorded version. So the process is painful, but we've got to build the emotional resilience to keep coming back to persist and persevere through those challenges. The second solution is that owners and managers of these $10 million or smaller businesses, they have to follow a step-by-step thinking process that allows them to analyze what's really happening in their company and in the marketplace so that it will reduce their chances of falling into a biased belief system about how things work when in fact they work differently. Large companies often solve this because they actually have teams of people who are trained to think in particular ways, like theory of constraints or lean or Six Sigma. There's dozens of different ways of thinking. An owner or a manager don't know how to do this. You want to learn how, or you want to bring someone in to help you think through your problems. The third and final way actually relates to what I was just saying. The owners and managers that succeed in these small businesses, $10 million or less, they tend to have a mentor, a coach, a team of employees or consultants. In other words, they have people on their side, people with skills that the owners and managers don't have. And these people bring different perspectives to the challenge. They have different life experiences, different professional experiences, and they bring this all into the creative process, which means the creative process is more collaborative and cooperative, and it results in better solutions. I hope this has given you the clarity about some of the challenges you may face if you own a business or manage a business that brings in $10 million or less a year. Again, that could be a store, a restaurant, a hotel. It could also be a small business. If you'd like more help, or if you'd like to get some daily tips or insights, go to group.braveleadershipmastery.com. Again, that's group.braveleadershipmastery.com. That will take you to our Facebook group where you can join us for free. Everything's free there. Just join us. I also invite you, if you want to go deeper into this, join me during our live Brave Leadership Mastery training that we do on a weekly basis. You can learn more about that at www.braveleadershipmastery.com. Again, that's www.braveleadershipmastery.com. That will take you to our Facebook page where you can enroll, and we actually do the live presentation of Brave Leadership Mastery. It's just $97 a month if you sign up, and you'll get access to the entire month of lessons, and I teach them every week. There's 4 lessons a month. You can ask questions in the forum during and after the live sessions, and I'll answer them for you. And if you sign up now, I'm also throwing in a bonus of 4 additional classes that I taught. So these are recorded classes. You can go back and you can actually get up to speed on your Brave leadership skills. If that interests you, again, go to www.braveleadership.com. But if it's not for you right now, no big deal, no problem. I just want to help you out here. That's why I'm creating these videos for you. Then just go to our Facebook group, get your daily tips, your insights, and that's at group.braveleadershipmastery.com. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again next week.